Hello, friends. Welcome to Humanology 2398. Good evening. Let's do stretching. Happy Wednesday evening. Uh, okay. Ah, ah. Yeah, I've been wearing. For about 2, 3 months, I've been wearing like hard, like tight leather dress shoes. And I looked up in the internet because my tendon in my left toe is kind of like painful. They said that's why. So I stopped wearing those dress shoes because I'm not required to. Yeah, using just wearing just running shoes these days. Okay, unless I have to go to the court. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so it's still healing. Okay, yeah. All right. Thumb toe tendon. Uh, it's because of tight shoes. Okay, so yeah, my running shoes are loose. Okay, yeah. So it's recovering. It's so good. It'll take some time. Okay. All right, now let's do jumping. Okay. Good, good. Five respect, thank you. Woo! Good exercises. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hey. Okay. Let's get back to mathematics. Yeah, let me just cut. Got a new whiskey. Nowadays, things are so expensive. I'm kind of on the budget, so I went back to Fred Meyer's, where food are cheaper. This is still great, okay, and then cheaper whiskey, okay, yeah. Okay, let's get back to mathematics because as I was driving back home from work earlier this evening, I thought about this, okay? So this analytic geometry approach did not directly help us, but I think it helped us indirectly though. Like looking at the same problem from different angle, right? More holistic view. So yeah, it helped indirectly. Okay, good. Yeah, but our goal is to prove alpha and omega formula. That's the main goal here. And let's write it down. I'll just copy it down from over there. Uh, we'll put it at the bottom. Okay. So as was driving back home, what I realized that we are dealing with two different things. Okay, so yeah, sorry, I was confused. Okay, so but let's correct that. Okay, now let me drink some whiskey. I've been missing whiskey for a while, so but this one is quite strong. Okay, it's not as smooth as pricier one. I mean, it's still good, but I may need to add some water in there. Uh, but let me get some Tums. Do I need Tums? I don't think so. Happy Wednesday evening. Cheers. Good. I like it. Yeah, yeah. Nice, nice. But I do need Tums. This one's quite strong. Okay, it's yeah. I don't put some more on there. Okay. Yeah. Cheers. Hola, pero. Okay. So what do I mean by we are talking about two different things? Okay. Let's say two uh sub three. This is a it's like you could see it as a variable or set of integers where this is like a number when divided by three, remainder is two. Okay? It's brand new notation for us. Okay? So this is like 3k plus two. Okay? Now, two sub three inverse, that means total different things. Okay? So that was yeah, so I apologize, I was confused. Okay, so this is like this is a number. What does this mean? It means it's a multiplicative inverse of two when row base three. Okay, so this means let's say this is x. Okay? Then this means uh, x times 2 is equal to 1 row 3. For example, x is equal to 2, right? Yeah. Uh, or 2 times 2 equals 4. 4 equal to 1 row 3, right? X can be 2 or 2 plus 3, like 5. 5 times 2, 10. 10 is 1 row 3, because 10 is 9 plus 1, okay? Next one, 13. 13 is 12 plus 1, right? Yeah, that's why it's 1 row 3. So that means so okay, 2 uh uh x is equal to uh 3k plus 2. Well, it's quite surprising, but is it always like that? We gotta make some more examples, okay? Do the same as this. Um, okay. Let's make some more examples, okay? Cheers. After 5 minutes break, okay? Thank you. Yeah, bring this closer for you. If you're interested, there we go. It's kind of like musical. All right, 5 minutes, thank you. Okay. Okay. Ah, ah. All right, let's make more examples. Okay. Happy Wednesday. Hmm. By the way, yeah, this way I spent 14 hours outside of my house, okay? So I start driving around like 5:30, right? And when I get back home from work, it's like 7. So I start driving 5:30 in the morning. And the time I come back home is typically like 7:30 p.m., okay? So 14 hours I spent outside this house. Of course, I mean, it's about 3 hours, 1.5 hours is each route driving, and then like about 1 hour lunch, and yeah, take some breaks between work. But yeah, interesting. It's kind of like working in a big law firm in a big city, huh? Yeah, kinda. Yeah, it's interesting experience, but I'm very healthy, happy, and so everything is good. Okay. Basically, I get to drink less, okay, which is good for my health. Okay, so yeah, actually, I'm healthier. Okay. Cheers. Happy Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel more energetic and stuff. Okay. Let's do 1-3, okay? One sub three, 3K plus one, and one row three, inverse. We can call it one sub three, okay? Sure, let's call it one sub three. One sub three inverse one. One sub three inverse. Or one inverse sub three is whatever. This, let's say this is X, then X times something where X times one, right? Is one. What is X? One. Yeah, okay. So X is equal to, how about four? Sure. How about seven? Sure. Uh, also 3K plus one, okay? So is it always the case? Is it that easy? Finding multiplicative inverse, is it that easy? Uh, in my past experience, it was not that easy. All right, then let's keep making examples. You see, it's getting boring, okay? I'm kind of guy, I'm not just okay, I'm a scholar, dancer, singer, also athlete, because I do exercise, martial artist, also kind of model, fashion model, performer, actor. So a fun-loving person, like I go to karaoke bar, sing and dance sometimes. Fun-loving person, okay, and storyteller. So doing mathematics for me is kind of boring, okay, sometimes. But I have to do this. You don't have to, okay? Yeah. For you, only if you're interested, okay? Yeah. For me, I have to do this, okay? Yeah. Now, how about like 2 sub 5 inverse? Okay. What kind of x could there be? 3? Yes, yes, yes. Now it's is it deviating? Okay, now 2 sub 5 is equal to 5k plus 2. Now they start to default. Good, good, good. Maybe there are some rules there. Okay, maybe we are finding something new. Maybe we are about to discover something new. Okay. 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 When case 1 8, yeah, 16 works. Case 2 13, yeah, 26 works. Okay. When case minus 1, uh, minus 2, okay, so minus 4 is 1. Yes, yes, it works. Okay, okay, okay. Hmm. So far, both inside and outside of humanology school, there's no closed form formula discovered yet for multiplicative inverses. Okay, we have to solve either the row equation or in outside of humanology school, they do the reverse uh, extended Euclidean algorithm. Okay, so to find multiplicative inverse. Okay, and we found the reduction formula here, recursive formula for to calculate multiplicative inverse. Okay, that's brand new discovery in the world, as far as I know. Okay, but if we discover closed form finite like the constant time formula for multiplicative inverse, that'll be revolutionary. Okay, because that might mean we can discover constant time formula for to find greatest common divisor. Okay, with that related problem. That kind of equivalent problem. Okay. Okay. Because it's been such a long time since I did this multiplicative inverse word. Yeah, my memory is hazy. Okay. Yeah. One more. Two. Right? Yeah. Okay, so they kind of complement each other. Then how come here they're exactly same though? That's a mystery to me. Here, like two and three, they're complement of five, additive complement of five, but here it is exactly the same. I'm wondering why. Okay, am I missing something? But it's interesting. Yeah, I'm intrigued. 5 minutes, bro. Okay, thank you. Okay, we keep doing this until we get bored. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, it kind of snowed earlier today, so that's why my lower back is sore. My lower back is sore when it snows or rains. Okay, low air pressure. Yeah. All right, 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay. I don't get the idea why in case three, why they are the same. Okay, because the first and last element, I think that they just have to be the same thing. And yeah, three is very small number. Yeah, I kind of know why now. Okay, I'll share that with you in a second. Okay, yeah. Happy Wednesday. Cheers. Mm, good whiskey. I like it. Yeah, it's nice. After I add water, it's diluted a little bit, then it's perfect. I like it. Yeah. Oh, it's very affordable whiskey. Okay? It's Canadian brand. I don't know. Okay? Yeah, rich and rare. I like it. One sub five inverse. Okay. Now, three more lines. Uh, four sub five inverse. What do here? Running out of space, which is a good sign. We're going somewhere, okay? Yeah, yeah. Four sub five inverse. Yeah. Oh. Uh-huh. And four sub five is of course to 5K 5K plus four, okay? Yeah, so first and last element they are same, okay? So in three case, yeah, two and one and two, they happen to be first and last element. Okay, that's why. Make perfect sense. Okay. Now we will need to do case seven, but let's do it tomorrow. Okay? Yeah. We made good progress today, so let's take 5 minutes break and go to Instagram live, okay? Yeah. Yeah. To have some fun. But like work and play, right? Yeah, we worked on mathematics, so now it's time to play. Okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, making good progress every day, just little by little, but substantial. Okay, good. Thank you. 5 minutes. Thank you. Very good. Okay, let's put this behind us. Yeah. Okay. Ah. Mm-hmm. Ah. Mandatory selfie. My hair look like in Korean word 꽁생원. What is 꽁생원? Kind of nerd, unfashionable nerd geek. Let's spice it up. We're too big. Look like boiled egg. Whatever. Yeah, let's move on, okay? We gotta move on. Yeah, my hair's not quite optimal, but yeah, we gotta move on, okay? Uh, Hello, friends. Welcome to humanology 2398 Instagram Live edition. Yeah, happy Wednesday. Yeah. In the main show, humanology main show in YouTube, yeah, we did mathematics, making good progress. Yeah, yeah. Raw algebra, yeah. Good. Yeah. Happy Wednesday. Cheers. Now, we talked enough about religion, right? Yeah, let's talk about science, humanology, okay? So, let's look at plants. Okay, there's this saying uh, in English language, you are what you eat, right? Yeah, we eat food, drink water. Uh, so our body molecules come from what we consume, like food, water, air, sure. We breathe in oxygen, and only oxygen binds with red blood cell in the lung. We exhale other gas like CO2, nitrogen. They do not bind to red blood cell in our lung. Okay, lungs. So oxygen, yeah. So they become part of our bloodstream, right? Yeah, sure. Welcome. Good evening. Yeah, we're talking about science. Mm-hmm. Welcome. Good evening. Yeah, 많이 profitable doors. Yeah, 맞아요. Education, career development. Thank you. hmm So oxygen, as we breathe in, now we are doing biology, science, okay? It binds with red blood cell, and then later on, it binds with carbohydrate. Okay, so respiration is like burning wood. So for firewood to burn, to make a fire, make heat, energy, uh, oxygen binds with carbohydrate in wood, and then gives out water and carbon dioxide. Okay, so oxygen in firewood, when fireplace, campfire, oxygen comes in, binds with carbohydrate, the carbon inside of carbohydrate, and then it goes out again as a carbon dioxide. Also, water comes out too, vapor. Okay, and when fire burns, it gives out heat and light, heat energy and light energy. Okay, campfire, fireplace. Okay, where does those energy come from? Is covalent bonding energy in carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is made with carbon and hydrogen, a little bit of oxygen too. Okay? But presence of oxygen in hydrocarbon is not necessary. The carbohydrate, okay? Hydrocarbon, like a methane, ethane, butane, whatever, like fossil fuel, oil and gas, they don't have any oxygen there. Okay, so they have higher energy value there. It's not rusty. It's not. It's more pure form of energy. Okay, fossil fuel, kind of fermented. Get dead plants, dead animals buried on the ground for a long time, become fossil fuel, like kind of fermentation. Okay, so kinda okay. Yeah, so that dead organisms under the ground. Okay, like dinosaur era. Okay, fossil fuel. That's how it's made. So it's more refined, more purified. No oxygen, no oxidation. Because what oxygen does is this: once oxygen bind to some molecule, it becomes very low energy molecule, like carbon dioxide or water. Low energy molecule, okay? Or rusty metal, rusty iron, they bind with oxygen. Basically, they're like burned, kinda, okay? Low energy molecules, okay? High energy molecule, no oxygen, like hydrocarbon, fossil fuel, okay? High energy level. And when it binds with oxygen, become low energy. Okay? More oxygen binding, low energy, okay? Yeah. Oxidation, okay? Yeah. In chemistry, biology, biochemistry, okay? Hmm? 5 minutes break for chorus, okay? Thank you. Yeah, we're doing science today. Sure. Yeah. Okay. 5 minutes. Thank you. Yeah, I'm cooking my dinner in the microwave, like carrot. I'm boiling like carrot chips in the microwave, and later on I'm gonna put some ramen noodle in there. Okay, so there's my dinner, and let me redo my hair. How rhymes on? Eh? Okay. Ah, happy Wednesday. Okay, so oxygen can be thought as conversion agent. Okay, like uh, the energy that's stored in plants, like carbohydrates, when it bonds with oxygen kind of brings it down, like this gives free energy. Okay, in chemistry, and then that energy is like a potential energy going down, then kinetic energy going out. Okay, so in respiration, is heat energy. Okay, so well, ATP energy in the biomolecule, biochemical energy. Okay, which is used for multiple different purposes. Yeah, to maintain our body temperature, heat, also exercise like kinetic energy, and thinking in the brain. You can call it neuronal energy, whatever, or like digestion, all that hormonal functioning. That's all come from ATP energy or ADP energy, then that goes down to AMP. Okay, so biochemical energy. Okay, yeah. Hmm? Scientists that figured it out, and they got some couple of Nobel Prize and whatnot. Because they're not visible. They have to use microscope, and they just do experiment and just figure it out. Biochemists, chemists, yeah, smart people. Mm. Okay, yeah. It took them a long time to figure it out how it works in biological organism. Okay, it's extremely complex machinery. Not only that, it's very tiny. That happens in bacteria too. Some bacteria are quite big in the ocean. Okay, this visible to our naked eyes. Okay, yeah, but most bacteria are very small. Yeah, they consume food and they make energy inside of that monocellular organism, bacteria. Okay, yeah, because they need energy. They move around. Yeah. Some religion, sure. Yeah, I mean that's just not possible through somewhat random probability, like in like Darwinism, evolutionism. That does not explain anything. It explains something, but it's very incomplete theory. Yeah, so they need to combine with creationism in religion, okay? Divine intervention. Otherwise, it's just not possible. It's not reasonable to think that it's just matter of random probability. No, no, not a chance. No way. I did not intend a pun, but sure, whatever. I like puns. I like it when it becomes like a pun. Okay, so whatever. Okay, so in plants, photosynthesis the other way. Okay, it's like making energy. Okay, well, okay, plants, grass, trees, shrubs get sunlight and absorb water and absorb from the underground water, and then in the air, tree leaves, they absorb carbon dioxide from the air. Okay, so water gets in, carbon dioxide gets in, and then as a result, they produce carbohydrate and oxygen. Okay, combustion or respiration, like burning. It's the other way. Carbohydrate burns, so there's carbohydrate inside, and then oxygen comes in, and then it gives out uh, carbon dioxide and light energy and heat energy, burning or respiration, combustion. Okay, it's reverse process of photosynthesis. Okay, in photosynthesis, entropy decreases. What is entropy? Uh, Disorderliness, chaosness. That's what entropy is. But combustion, respiration, entropy increases. It becomes like low energy, like disorderly, chaotic, low energy. It gives free energy in chemistry. Okay. Hmm? Okay. So carbon cycle, that's what it's about. Okay. It's about like respiration. We eat food, right? And we give out carbon dioxide. And photosynthesis in plants, yeah, they absorb carbon dioxide and make food, carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is made with carbon dioxide, very low level, low energy molecule, carbon dioxide, because oxidized, it's burnt. Okay. And then the plants they get a carbon dioxide, we exhale, and then they receive sunlight and drink a lot of water. Plants absorb water from the ground, and then they build this high energy, high keeps free energy, high chemical potential energy with covalent bonding and whatnot, carbohydrate, high energy molecule, carbohydrate, and that's what we eat. Okay. Okay. So that now let me check on my food. Okay. It's boiled. Yeah, I can smell. Yeah, nice. So I put carrot chips, water, and the ramen noodle, the powdered spice, right? In ramen noodle, they call it soup. Okay, but it's powdered spice. Okay, yeah, yeah, so that the powdered spice will get absorbed to the carrot chips. Okay, I boil them together. Ramen is noodle itself. I put it later at the end. Okay, yeah. Just before it. Okay, and then okay, 5 minutes break for chorus. Okay, yeah, thank you. Welcome. Yeah, yeah. Good evening. Hey. Hey, welcome back. Some brand new adjustment in my cell phone. Okay, so now that's the basics in a biochemistry. Okay, yeah, the respiration and photosynthesis. Okay, it's quite significant. Okay, we're gonna make some analogies to metaphysical world as well. Okay, yeah, to physical universe. Okay, it's very important, necessary, not just worthwhile spending time with. Necessary. Okay, yeah. So in English language, they say like I don't know, maybe in America came from Europe. I have no idea. Okay, maybe from Australia. I don't know. Okay, they say you are what you eat, right? Yeah, sure. Like with food, uh, what did I eat last night? Oh, I ate chicken thigh, microwave water boiled with some broccoli. Yes, yes, yes. That was good. Yeah, broccoli chicken soup. The way I cook, I do not follow any recipe. I just put vegetable, meat, sometimes ramen noodle, just boil in the water and I eat it. And that tastes great. Ramen noodles, they come with this spice, right? Powdered spice. That's great. But other than that, sometimes I put some canned soup, which is very well prepared with all the spices and everything. Like milestone soup, okay, with a lot of vegetables and vegetable soup, like in Walmart, is very affordable. Canned soup. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I put them in there. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Otherwise, I just put water, some meat, some vegetable. I just boil it and eat it, and it tastes great. Hmm? Easy cooking and very affordable too. Healthy and delicious, nutritious. Okay. Yeah. And uh, digestion typically like okay from eating of some food and then it get digested. Digestion, it may take what 10 hours. It's a slow process. When we eat food, yeah, I we chew and then go through esophagus, then stomach, small intestine. That's where all the digestive enzymes gets in, okay, and then get absorbed. The nutrients get absorbed, okay. And then a large intestine, that's when the vitamins get absorbed, water get absorbed, large intestine, okay? But small intestine is when the digestive enzyme comes in and then the nutrients get absorbed. So small intestine is very long, winded, okay? Gastrointestinal tract is very long. It's taller than one person's height when it's unwound, okay? So digestion is a slow process. It may take like 10 hours or something like that, okay? So, okay, so the food I ate, let's say 2 days ago, became part of my body. It could be protein, carbohydrate, lipids, vitamins, water, whatever. Okay? In my case, yeah, I drink alcohol, I smoke cigarette in moderation though, okay? So it became part of my body too, I guess. We become part of my brain too. Sure. Uh, so yes, we are what we eat, physically speaking, in physical universe. How about metaphysical universe? Our brain, concepts, ideologies, ideas, thoughts. Okay. Yeah. Welcome. Good evening. Yeah, we're talking about humanology. Okay, and science and whatnot. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So like metaphysical universe. We are what we see, as opposed to we are what we eat. Yeah, perception. We are what we perceive. Kinda, but not exactly, because um, food eating, okay? If we go to bathroom, we make some excretion like sweat or go to bathroom. Okay, so maybe some unwanted food particle gets out of our system. Okay, respiration. We only in the air, we only take oxygen because that's what we need, and then we breathe out carbon dioxide, nitrogen molecules, gaseous molecules. We breathe it out because they do not bind with red blood cell in our lungs. Okay, yeah, so it's kind of selective absorption. Plants, there's plant. They only take in carbon dioxide. Well, they breathe too. So sometimes at night, especially, yeah, they take in oxygen as well. Okay, but they do not take in nitrogen molecules. That's for reserved for nitrogen fixation bacteria. They live under the ground. Sometimes inside the plant's roots, nodules. Okay, yeah, the symbiosis in biology. Okay, with plants, they cannot break down triple covalent bonding of nitrogen molecules. That's very difficult to break. Okay, it takes nitrogen fixation bacteria to do that job. To break down nitrogen molecules, triple covalent bonding, very tight bonding nitrogen molecules. Okay, bacteria can do it. Okay, yeah, nitrogen fixation bacteria. Okay, maybe some diatoms too. Okay? Maybe some algae. I don't know. And then they break down the N2 nitrogen molecules into more like absorbable forms, maybe ammonia, NH3, or whatever, nitrites. Okay, yeah, that's easier to work with. No triple covalent bonding, but maybe a double bonding, single bonding, covalent bonding. Okay, they're easier to work with for plants or even animals. Okay. To make proteins because nitrogen atom is very important component of proteins like muscles, hair, whatever. Okay. 5 minutes break. Vocal rest. Time check. Okay. It's been more than 1 hour. We got more than 30 minutes. Okay, let's ventilate and bring in some fresh Alaskan oxygen in the room. Okay? Yeah. Healthy breathing. Ah. Yeah, too much carbon dioxide build up in the room. All right. Hey, welcome back. We are back. Yes, we do science. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Yeah, welcome. Yeah. We're doing science, okay? Yeah. So, like biology, okay? So, later on, humanology, okay? Yeah, the comparison between physical universe and metaphysical universe. We'll go to humanology, sure. Humanology school, okay? Yeah, cheers. Now, let me begin with a narrative story. Okay, yeah, storytelling, sure. I'm more than a scientist, okay? I'm more than that, okay? I'm also a storyteller, yeah, narrator, okay? So sure. Uh, I went to Madison, Wisconsin University for undergraduate college university level, okay? So I majored in computer science, okay? That was like back in like 19 between 1997 and 2004, 7 years, because my English was not that good. I struggled with the English, okay? So before that, I was in South Korea, okay? Welcome. Good evening. Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about science, okay? Yeah. So when I was in Madison, Wisconsin University, okay, I'll go to like Lake Monona, and do some fishing, like the bluegills or bass. Okay, yeah. Huh? I got fishing license, and I did not use fishing pole. I use, yeah, welcome. Good evening. Yeah, my professors. Yeah, my job education quality development. Thank you. Hmm? Cheers. Hmm? So, Madison, Wisconsin is a capital city, but it's still very clean city, okay? Because it's not an industrial city, okay? So, yeah. So, lake is still clean, and the fish they're still edible. Okay, yeah. So, how did I fish? I just chopstick. Okay, I wound fishing line at the end, the metallic hook and the bait. What bait did I use? I used cheddar cheese piece or sausage piece. Bluegills, they love it. Okay, and there are a lot of bluegills. There's no size limit. There's no bag limit. Okay, because there's so many bluegills. Okay, and I like the taste too. Okay, it's a little bit muddy taste, but it was still good. Yeah. Hmm? So it's not industrial city, although it's kind of medium sized city. Okay, but so but water is clean. Okay, so yeah, safe to eat fish. They caught in the Lake Monona, which was about 5 blocks away from my apartment. I live off campus, okay? Mhm. Yeah, so during the weekends, I would go to Lake Monona and do some fishing. And then in the bucket full of water, yeah, caught fish, walk back to my apartment about 5 blocks and scale it, got it, cook it, eat it. It was good, yes. Hmm? Mostly bluegills because bass, yeah, I did catch some bass, but they have bag limit, size limit. I do not want to deal with all those regulations. I do not want to bring my ruler, measure the length of this bass that I caught. Forget it. Bluegills, good enough. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Keep it simple. Yeah. And later on, I went to Ann Arbor, Michigan Law School. Okay, so yeah, in Ann Arbor, yeah, just good park and good rivers near Ann Arbor, Michigan. Went to Ann Arbor, Michigan Law School later on. Okay, so that was between 2013 and 2015 after I got out of U.S. Army after 4 years of service. honorable discharge. Okay, because I was born in America, that's why I'm U.S. citizen. Okay? And then yeah, I did catch a bass bigger than the size limit. Okay, but I released it. Okay, because the river between Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti. Okay, is Michigan, so motor city like Detroit, a lot of motor companies, factories. So the water is not that clean, but fish still live there. Okay, but it's not safe to eat. There's some heavy metals in the river. Okay, yeah, it's just not safe to eat. Okay, so I did not eat what I caught. Okay, although it was big bass, bigger than size limit. Okay, but I did not eat them. I just released them. Okay. Yeah. Then why did I went fishing? To interact with the nature, look at the scenery, river, trees, and fish, catch and release, and it was fun. Weekend activities. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Kind of introductory narrative. Okay. Now 5 minutes break for rest. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Welcome to human show. Human school. Okay. Yeah. We are like education meets entertainment. Entertainment meets education. Vice versa. Two is three. Okay. Yeah. 5 minutes. Thank you. Yeah. This is like microwave water bowls, carrot chips with some ramen noodle spice, but carrots at the bottom. Okay. So, but nice. Yeah. I put noodle at the end. Maybe for 2 minutes in microwave. Yeah. Before I eat. Yeah. Okay, so let's now change the scenery, okay? Let's travel to Eastern Coast in America, like New York State, okay? So after before that, after Madison, Wisconsin University majoring in computer science, I graduated, and then I went to Cornell University in Ithaca, New York, Finger Lake, like upstate New York, okay? Which happened to be my birthplace too. Okay, my father did PhD in economics there, like 1978. I was born there. Okay, just I got citizenship. Okay, yeah. So I went back there after Madison, Wisconsin University, which is fantastic school, and then computer science PhD for 2 years. Then I dropped out. Okay, because PhD I could not handle it. Okay, it was too much studying. Okay, I could not do it. Okay. So, but I learned a lot there. Okay, so I'm glad that I spent 2 years there. Okay, yeah, it was nice. Yeah. Okay, yeah, made friends. Okay, yeah, good professors too. Yeah, and during some weekends when I was in PhD program in Cornell University, Ithaca, New York. Okay, upstate like Finger Lakes. Okay, oh, waterfalls, beautiful place. Okay, and during some weekends I drove to Manhattan, New York, the Big Apple. Okay, the New York, New York. Okay, so yeah, some weekends alone. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. It's nice. But it takes like 5 hours drive, okay? Going through Pennsylvania too, okay? Which is great state as well. Okay. Yeah. Never been to Philadelphia yet, okay? But Scranton, Pennsylvania, I've been there, okay? Yeah. Nice. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's like stopover, like gas station, right? Yeah, sure. Okay. On the way to Manhattan, New York, okay? So yeah, good people in Pennsylvania. Oh yeah, very good people. So yeah, Manhattan, New York. Okay, yeah, Big Apple. Okay, why do they call it Big Apple? I have no idea. Okay? But the nickname for New York City and New York State. Okay, Hmm? And good people too. Yeah, very good people. Yeah, yeah, they're big city people, but my impression of New York City, they're very nice. Yeah, like Manhattan, New York, yeah, or Bronx, Queens, Long Island. Yeah, they're all nice people. Okay, yeah, Manhattan and Brooklyn. Yeah, all good people. In my experience, okay? I have very good impression of New York City. Yes. Yeah. Hmm? As a traveler, okay? Yeah. But look, if they plant an apple tree in the middle of Manhattan, yeah, the big apple's apple made in Manhattan, in a park, apple tree. There are 4 seasons, right? So maybe during the summer, green apple, during the autumn season, maybe kind of red apple, maybe halfway in between. Okay. Uh, let's say Central Park in Manhattan, New York. Let's say they plant an apple tree. In the autumn season, summer season, they harvest it and they decide to sell it. The Big Apple's apple, Manhattan, Central Park, apple tree apple. Would you buy it? Uh, but even if you decide to buy it, apple tree planted in Central Park in Manhattan, New York. It's like midtown-ish, right? Yeah. A lot of cars. But even if you buy it, would you eat it? That's different story, right? Would I buy it? Well, if I have money, enough money. But would I eat it? No, no. So South Korea, let's say they plant an apple tree in downtown Gangnam district. Right? Yeah, Oppan Gangnam style apple. Big city, Seoul, South Korea. The Gangnam style apple. Would I buy it if I have money? But would I eat it? No. Why? Because that's not from some clean air, clean water, clean soil, rural countryism. Okay, that's from downtown, like big city, all these pollutants, and nothing is we healthy to eat those apples. Okay, so yeah. So we are talking about like kind of in psychology and nature versus nurture issue, right? Yeah, I took one class in introductory psychology class when I was in medicine, Wisconsin. I got an A. Not just that, I was top of the class. There are two to 300 students, okay? Big lecture hall. I got an A. Not just that, I was top of the class, okay? So our professor really took a notice of me, okay? So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was interesting class, okay? Yeah. I liked it. Okay. Hmm. So nature versus nurture, right? Yeah, we're talking about nurture. Okay, like yeah, nature issue. Yeah, apple. Okay, so DNA where it's farmed in country clean air region, or maybe farmed in Seoul, South Korea, downtown in Gangnam district, or Manhattan, New York, Eastern Coast. Same DNA, but nurture problem. Okay, nurture issue. Yeah, some pollutants in this environment not quite safe to eat. Eh? Yeah. Welcome. Good evening. Yeah. Uh, Same DNA, same species of apple. It could be Macintosh apple. Macintosh is an apple company, but named after the species of apple. Okay, Macintosh. Sound Irish. Okay, whatever. Okay, a different species of apple, but same DNA planted in rural country region, farming town, clean water, clean air, clean soil, as opposed to Manhattan, New York. Uh, a lot of cars, okay, or South Korea, a lot of cars, okay, and big, heavily populated city, just it could be good brand, commercial advertisement, Gangnam style Apple or Big Apple, Manhattan Apple, Central Park Apple. Yeah, we could sell, but maybe not safe to eat. Okay, because too dirty. That's what most people would say. They might buy it, but I don't think people would eat it. Okay, it's not healthy. Well, fine is very correct. Okay, I'm kind of getting drunk too. Okay, so maybe my brain has been polluted by alcohol. Okay, whatever. Because you know, actually, okay, yeah, I need some for rest. How much time do we have? We got like 20 minutes left. Okay, finals break. Thank you. Yeah. All right. All right. Okay, yeah, let's wrap here. Okay, I need some vocal rest, and I'm kind of drunk. Okay, so it's kind of getting late. I gotta get back to work tomorrow. Okay, so okay, plants when it's planted, they cannot move around unless it's a tumbleweed. Okay, well, plant seeds, yeah, with some kind of feathers, like dandelion seeds have some feather. Okay, so you can fly away when wind blows. Okay, but planted trees like apple tree, it cannot move. It's very sedentary. Okay, steady, not dynamic. Okay, but animals migrate. Okay, humans, yeah, we migrate too. Okay, so uh, in metaphysical dimension, yeah, this comes with distraction, right? Migration between countries as human being, not easy. I don't know. Okay, but within one country, yeah, you can move around. Again, it's not that easy. I know. You have to have a job. You have to have money, transportation cost. It's not easy, but still, there's some degree of freedom there as human being to choose right environment, metaphysical environment. Okay. So after I graduated from Ann Arbor, Michigan Law School, Yeah, I came to Alaska. I got some savings, not that much. Yeah, in my case, okay, for other people's case, maybe they go to New York City, okay? Yeah, job opportunity. Sure, sure, that's so legitimate, okay? Yeah. Just do not eat apple in Central Park in Big Apple City, okay? It's not safe, okay? But in Manhattan, New York, the apples that they sell in supermarkets in Manhattan, New York, they're not from Manhattan, New York, Central Park apple tree, okay? They're from rural regions, okay? Safe apple tree that they sell in Manhattan, New York supermarket, okay? Yeah. Okay. FDA approval, okay? Sure. Yeah, so not just in America, any countries, okay? Yeah, you have you need to have some money though, okay? To move out of your familiar surrounding to different town. It could be rural town or it could be big city. Okay? But to have that option, you need to save some money, okay? Transportation and until you get a job, yeah, you need some saved money, okay? So be frugal. Learn to save money, okay? Then you have more degree freedom to move to a different town, different city, to pick and choose right environment for you. You may choose to move to big city, your career development. Yes, yes, that's fine. Okay. Because big city, Manhattan, New York, in grocery store, the food they sell is safe. It's from rural region. Clean water, clean air, okay? Clean soil, okay? Okay. Or maybe you want to move to more rural region, like in my case, to Alaska, okay? Match Valley. Because yeah, I'm 47, so very peaceful. Okay, yeah. Okay. It all depends on your age level. Okay, yeah. But as a young person, yeah, you may want to move to big city, learn about career development in big city. Okay, yeah, sure. When you're young, when you're old, yeah, you may decide to move to rural country regions when it's nice and peaceful. Sure, sure. Okay, yeah. But to have that option, you need to have some saved money. Okay, be frugal. Okay, yeah. Now that's all I have to say. See you later. Okay, yeah. I can barely open my eyes because I'm kind of getting sleepy a little bit and drunk a little bit. Okay, so yeah, so there goes humor school, humor show. Okay, I see you later. Okay, right. You have a wonderful evening. Okay, thank you. Yeah, yeah. See you later. Too, okay, we get back to mathematics. Maybe tomorrow, most likely. Okay, yeah, or at some other time. Thank you. Yeah. Mhm. Good evening. Have a wonderful rest of the evening. Thank you.